I have a question about practice and what you see and what you point to in your book around the importance of practice, and also like the way we're practicing or trying to practice during our time, these ancient wisdom traditions.
So at the very beginning of the book, one of the things that I speak about is that theory is never a replacement for practice and direct experience. And one of my teachers, Dan Brown, always says that it's this balance between theory and practice, and we actually need both of those. Because if we only have practice and some experience, but we don't know where we are in the spiritual terrain, if we don't have the maps, then we don't know what's next. We don't know where we've been, and we can't share it with others. But if we only have the theoretical aspect, then we're actually quite lost because we don't have the direct experience and the direct knowing. So I think both are important. And where we are now, I think, is the most exciting time that we've had in a really long time, because we have the confluence of all these traditions. We have access to all these traditions. And we have the capacity as a human species to actually lay them all out on the table. And we can say, what are the gifts from all these traditions? What does the Islamic faith bring? What does the Christian faith bring? What does the Hindu faith, Buddhist faith, Jewish faith, what do they all bring? Not to say at all that they're the same, because they're not the same. These traditions are unique and bring their own wisdom. But when we start to understand some of the deeper structures of what's available, we can actually fine-tune what it means to be human, because the common ground or the common denominator of all these traditions is that they're practiced by humans. And that as a human species, we can actually take the inheritance of all that wisdom, and we can actually develop a practice, an integrative practice. And it's certainly what I'm doing, and I know it's part of what many of us here in the Bay are doing together. So it's, to me, the maps are always just an access point for the direct practice.